Yeah, good. Nice, buddy.
It's soft sand, isn't it? Better go help.
Are you snagged on that log?
No, it's big floody.
G'day, my name is Luke, and this is my wife Jen. And here are our two growing boys, Liam and Elliot. We've been fishing, boating and exploring the pristine waters surrounding Kgari, Fraser Island and Hervey Bay for well over a decade now. And we want to share with you everything we have learnt along the way. So hit that subscribe button, sit back and enjoy the adventure. G'day everybody, Luke here. Thank you so much for watching. This week's video is designed to share with you the current condition of the entrance to Coongul Creek on Kgari, Fraser Island, as well as sharing with you some fishing fun and good old family adventure ideas that you can have while visiting this must-visit boating destination. First of all, however, I'm going to take you into Google Earth and show you the most direct route to reach Coongul Creek from the Urangan Boat Harbour. Okay folks, Coongul Creek lies approximately 16 kilometres away from Urangan Boat Harbour, and I'm going to show you now the most direct route to reach it from Urangan Boat Harbour. This is Urangan Boat Harbour here. The first thing you want to do when you leave the mouth of the harbour is orientate yourself onto EU1, which is a yellow marker indicated here. You'll also notice I've put in some orange areas. These indicate sandbanks and reefy areas, which are quite shallow, especially at low tide. For most vessels, tinnies up to about 5-6 metre sort of vessels, they're not really going to concern you too much unless it is really close to low tide, but be aware of them anyway. You want to pass EU1, the yellow marker, on its right hand side and fairly close to it because it's quite a narrow channel through here, and then orientate yourself onto EU2, which is a red marker here. This one you want to pass on the left hand side. It's pretty much all deep water out here, and then orientate yourself towards Big Woody Northern Cardinal, and again pass that on the left hand side. Then we're going to make our way across a couple of deep water channels here, plenty of water underneath you, towards S8, the red marker that hangs off of Pelican Bank. You want to pass this on the right hand side, okay, the southern side of it. And then we've got a couple of shallow areas here. Again, these are only really going to trouble you right on low tide, but just be aware that they're there and you may have to sort of wiggle your way through. And you want to head through these towards Moon Point. This is Moon Point here. Once you reach Moon Point, it gets really easy. You can pretty much hug the beach all the way along the island up towards the mouth of Coongul Creek. All right, and this is what you'll find when you get there.
We have arrived at our destination.
Very simple plan today, good wholesome family fun. We got the paddleboard on board, we got the kayak, we got light rigs, we got bread, we're going to hopefully pump some yabbies. We're going to just basically fish the mouth of Coongul Creek and slowly move into Coongul Creek and just try and get some bread and butter species today. The boys are already on the board. They've already got a flathead, a flounder, and Liam keeps catching little grinners. And the tide is way out. That's actually the mouth just there. And Coongul is completely dry. The tide is way out. So the thing we noticed yesterday is I usually say 2 hours either side of low tide to get in and out of Coongul. I actually think it's silting right up and the sand's really building up, so it's more at 2 hours either side of high tide I think now to really get in there with a decent chance to get in. So I'll put the bird up in the air, we'll get some footage of it so you can see the latest update on the mouth of Coongul. We'll have a fish and show you around today, and hopefully we'll score ourselves a bit of a feed as well. What do you reckon, boys? You're in charge of getting a feed. Whoa. Okay, they're up for it.
Floody, floody.
Just hold it, hold it.
Like that. That was right. Oh, no, it is a lot.
The world's biggest flathead, Elliot.
Yes, again. Catch of the day.
Catcher of the day, just
Nice
wait.
fish,
Now
eh?
these guys are notorious for spiking you because they flick so much.
Oh, yeah, flooded. Flooded, flooded.
Go net.
No, it's a sole. It's a soulfish. Sole.
Little soulfish.
Holy.
Okay, just slowly.
That's the first one I've ever caught.
Let's get a nice photo of him.
He was.
That is cool. Do you want me to get a photo as well?
On the prong.
What do I say? What do I say?
So
Righto folks, so really simple stuff today. The boys have currently got soft plastics on a really light 1/4 ounce jig head. I can't remember the hook size, it's probably a 1 or a 2, it's quite small. And I'll just show you what we're doing. So basically here we've got the mouth, one of the mouths of Coongul. We've actually noticed there's two. There's one here and then the creek goes right in, parallels all the way up the beach to traditionally where the entrance would be. There is another entrance coming out as well where those guys are fishing up the beach, but this one seems to flood first. This one here seems to flood first, push the water up, and then by the time it gets up to where those fallen trees are, that one catches up and then the two of them feed into the main creek. So that's a bit of a change. But what we're doing today is you'll notice the creek mouth here, it's real tanniny sort of colour. There's a lot of fresh water coming out and we're actually sitting in, currently we're sitting in 3.5, 4 metres of water and the beach is literally just there, like 20 metres away. And you can see the white shallow water. It's like 30 centimetres deep and then just comes to a big drop off. So we're just basically hedging our bets on whatever was in the creek and it has come out is now sitting on this drop off waiting to get back in, or ambushing what's coming out to get a feed. So they're the areas that we're just targeting around these creek mouths. And any dark patches we can find where there might be a bit of coffee rock or weed, that's the prime target. So that's basically what we're up to this morning.
Just on that little corner over there.
Yeah, good.
On the prawn, what is it? Probably flathead.
Rim.
Brim?
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I'll switch back there, I'll go get the net. Yeah,
Oh, that's a nice brim. Deck flip.
nice buddy. He's off. Mum's, is she going to fall over? Oh, she's going on the, oh. Elliot's already in the creek. He's gone. Aww. Aww.
it's a bit tricky.
I would have fallen over 5 times.
I know you would have.
Oh yeah.
Was that bait breaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun, dear.
How cool is that? And look at how steep that drop off is. It's like pretty much nothing and then straight down. Anyway, I'm going to try and get in. And Elliot.
So, we did just see flathead or something over there, but Mum and I want to go up in the creek, and when I go in the creek, I want to go fish for some brim or flathead with some brim.
Okay. Just looking back to the boat.
That's
there.
to be quiet.
Yeah. What do they want us to do?
Well, I think they want us to go up in the creek.
They also want us to look to see if there's yabbies, but let's go have a look first. We tow the kayak and the paddleboard just through the real shallows at the creek mouth because it is low tide. We think it should open up. Oh wow, that sand's really soft. Should open up into some deeper sections. It's soft sand, isn't it? Better go help. Wild Elliot in his natural habitat. They're under that one now.
I can't really loosen this much more, mate. Can you get the net? What is it? It's a whiting. It's fighting really hard too. Look at the size of that thing.
That's an elbow slashing in the heart.
And the plastic just popped out. Look at that.
Let's get a measurement on him.
The plastic just popped out of its mouth
Get a measurement.
just as he came aboard.
28.
28. It's not bad, is it?
No, it's not.
There's Hind Timber Rescue, folks. On its way to help people. Smashing along. They do an awesome job. They do a fantastic job. Cheapest insurance you'll ever get. A couple of free tows a year once you sign up and pay your membership fee. Just nice to have that peace of mind that somebody's watching you while on the water. VMR 466 Marine Rescue Hervey Bay, definitely worth signing up. So we saw Marine Rescue go past before, Hind Timber Rescue. Here they are on their way back. I know they're a bit far away. Towing somebody who's had a mechanical malfunction. But thankful that they've got somebody to come and get them. Are you snagged on that log?
No, it's big flatty.
You snagged on that log. Okay. Pretty amazing place. We've just pulled up for some lunch, so Liam and I have been fishing out the front. You've seen what we've been catching, just on soft plastics. We haven't bothered pumping yabbies yet. And we've just come in nice and close now at the tides, pushing in gently, just to have a bite to eat, and then we'll figure out what to do for the rest of the arvo. But it's pretty hard to take, to be honest. Pretty hard to take.
It's just got chicken.
Okay.
Lunchtime.
You caught yourself another stingray.
Yep.
Why do you keep catching stingray?
I don't mean to. I just like eating my lures.
I'll go get the pliers.
Can you get a towel?
How handy is the electric motor, eh? We've been sitting out the front here for a little while now. I almost fell asleep in the sun. We're at about 50 centimetres of water. And we've just been waiting for the tide to push into the creek mouth. Jen and the boys and the kayak and the paddleboard have scooted up ahead while I had the drone up flying around. And now just use the electric. I got the motor trimmed right up, so now I can just use the electric just to creep on into the creek. You know, 30-40 centimetres of water, and it's nice and easy. Now the good thing about the Minn Kota Alterra is the trim. So I can lift and lower the motor depending on how shallow, or if I need to get over an obstacle or something like that. So when you come in really shallow like this, you can feel the blade on the prop just start to skim the sand, and then you can just go whoop, raise it up or raise it down, raise it up. Right, she's just out of the water now, I can hear that. I just pop her back in the water a bit. Yep, she's good now. So just another really handy function to have. With the old 55 pound that Minn Kota I had on the Quintrex, it had a collar on it with a black knob, and every time you sort of had to adjust the height, you'd have to go down the front and undo the collar and lift it up, pull it down, whatever you had to do, and then tighten it back up again. And yeah, this just saves my back so much trouble. So it's really good. Righto folks, so we've moved in, the tide's finally pushing in. It's going to be a big tide tonight too, so we finally moved in. We've played around out the front all morning, and now we've come in and the boys are having a go amongst these snags. Well, Elliot's distracted and digging holes to God knows where. Jen's going for a paddleboard, Liam's fishing, and I'm the silly one still on the boat. But absolutely glorious. One thing we like to do when we come to Coongul is, I'll try and show it on the camera. You see this sand spit here? It offers good protection from any of the wake coming from boats, and whale season in particular. You get, you know, 4 or 5, even 6 of those big whale watching boats go past, and they come in really close. They only sit 100-200 meters off the beach, and they push a lot of wake. So if you're anchored up just out the front, you can cop a lot of slap, and your boat can slip on anchor and all sorts of stuff. So that's another reason we like to get in behind this sand spit, and then once you're in the creek, you're in smooth water, and it's really easy. But if you're stuck out the front for a little while, yeah, you will cop a bit of stuff from them. They generally go up first thing in the morning, about 8-9 o'clock in the morning. They'll all shoot up the top, and then midday they come back to change over passengers and all that sort of stuff, and then just after midday they go back up, and then they'll come back down at about 3-4 o'clock. So they're the times where there's a lot of traffic past here. So yeah, just a little tip, I guess. Just be careful, especially if you anchor out the front. Don't get too close to the beach, because that weight can slap your boat into the sand pretty hard. But once you're in here, it is nice and protected. So rightio. I might, I don't know where Elliot's about to disappear. I think we'll see if we can catch some of these bream in amongst the snags.
Going.
What are they?
Mullet, probably?
Hello folks, well it's about 3:30 on a Sunday. Been out for 2 days, so we've got no jobs done around the house, which includes mountains of laundry that we need to do. So we're about to pack up and head off. 3:30, so low tide was at 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. That was at Urangan, so about an hour, about 2 hours after load right now. And you can see around, that yacht sitting out there is waiting, I think, to see if it can get in. We would be able to sneak in now up through there, And you can see this is the second entrance that comes and joins in. That's only just flooded in the last half an hour, so this is definitely the primary entrance, secondary entrance, and then you push right up. So you'll be able to see on the drone footage how much water's in here, and say it's about, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours after low tide. Definitely a high tide entry now, I think, for most boats, especially with significant draft. So yeah, she's changed a bit. Still beautiful though. Now I've just got to convince the clan, and we've got to tidy up, head back. It's only about a 15-20 minute run, and that's purely depends on your vessel and modal size and everything. I'll put up a few stats about how far it is and all that sort of stuff, but well and truly achievable most days that you've got good weather, and a great day boating day destination. And we didn't get any of the fish out of the snags, so all the fish were out the front. Oh yeah, so let's get packed up and see if we can get home before it gets dark. Right, the head's clean up the front.